Hello, guys. Welcome to episode 4 of our What Am I Doing in My Garden this year? So, yep, same scenario, even same clothes. I told y'all I was going to get this done by any means. So, I am really shooting my content back to back. So, there will not be a whole lot of changing clothes around here. I have all of my vegetables, herbs, everything kind of separated. So, this one, we're going to be talking about flowers and certain herbs that I'm going to be growing. Now, I'm definitely doing hibiscus. Listen, chef's kiss. I'm always going to grow my hibiscus. I have a huge hibiscus plant right here on the side of my garage. I'm also going to be doing and planting loofah. I'm going to be planting my nasturtiums because they're absolutely delicious, yummy, yummy, edible flower. They're also a trap crop. I like to plant them with tomatoes and cucumbers and things like that because the buggies will kind of get on these instead of your other plants. I'm also going to try my hand at carnations, you guys. Like, I am not a florist by any means, okay? But I do love to pick flowers for my garden and just have little bouquets. I love those as gifts to give to people, teachers, friends, family, whatever. And the fact that I grew them and it's just naturally there available for me, and I don't have to pay $20, $30 in the store. I could just grow them myself. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm about. Hollyhock, I've never seen grown or seen these before. So I just thought that would be interesting because it looked like Brussels sprouts how it's growing. So I was just, you know, curious. Amaranth, definitely got to put that in the garden. It's also a trap crop, good to plant beside cucumbers. So I will be planting amaranth as well for that. What other herbs? Of course, I already have thyme, oregano in the garden. I have peppermint in the garden, basil, and some of these seeds I'm not starting here with you guys because I already have them started and going in my basement. So the seed starting is just kind of like, come on, y'all. Listen, let me tell you something. One thing y'all have to do, don't overthink it. Okay. It's not hard. You already know base. Okay. So listen, let's take it back. This loofah seed right here is fairly large, right? So if I was to plant this seed, of course, I'm going to need a little depth. Not much. You can't see that. I'm going to take my finger and just a little depth for a seed that's that large. Okay. Yes, you can bury that. Now, what do I want to bury it to the bottom of this cup? No, I don't. But you may have seeds like the hibiscus. They're a little furry. This is much smaller. So I may just take this seed and put it on top and kind of just press it in with my finger and cover it. Some seeds, depending on the back of the seed pack, will tell you not to cover them at all. They may need heat or light to germinate, which means in order for the seed to sprout. So just read the back of your package to see kind of where the guidelines of what it's telling you how to do it exactly. And then let me tell you, plants are resilient. They're going to find a way. They're going to do what they need to do. So don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about any of those things. I know I have a plant OCD, even like with this right here hanging over. Crooked plants drive me crazy. Okay. But they make their way. So you don't have to worry about that. So, matter of fact, okay. So I told you what I was using most of those for. My thyme and my lemon balm, all those different things I use medicinally in my cabinet. So teas, and anytime any, stuff is going on within the nose or the throat or anything, I use a lot of herbal remedies for that as well. Lemongrass is amazing. I actually need to do a whole video for y'all on the lemongrass that I overwintered. I'm hoping this year that I didn't kill it, but I did the exact same thing I did last year, y'all, just procrastinating. I took the lemongrass out of the garden, put it in the bucket, put water in there. Y'all, it's still in the bucket. And that's what I did last year is I put it in the bucket, and then when I went to go replant them, they did not grow, but those are still green, so there's still hope. I'm going to get to that this week, and I'm going to chop them down and just basically put them in something for the season coming up. Sage, of course. What else? Oregano, parsley. Yes, yes, yes. And then one thing, of course, that I wanted to touch on, a lot of companion planting. I'm going to be doing that. So my basil is going to be great for tomatoes, peppers, lettuce, because that repels mosquitoes and adds flavor to the tomatoes. Marigolds, aphids, whiteflies, they're good. Are definitely surround your tomato plants with marigolds, beans, and cucumbers. Nasturtiums also they help with aphids. They're good to go around cucumbers and squash. Chamomile helps to enhance the growth of cabbage, onions, and basil. Rosemary and sage repels the cabbage moth and the carrot flies. And then thyme repels the cabbage worms, and it deters other pests from like our brassicas and stuff. So your cauliflower, your broccoli, different things like that. So those are some of the companion planting with the flowers that I'm going to be doing. I have plenty of seeds from last year growing marigolds, and these are my seeds from my hibiscus plant. Plenty of those as well, which I need to send out to a couple people had asked me for some of those. But yeah, that is going to be our episode on the flowers, while we are growing the flowers, and also some herbs and while we are growing the herbs that we're going to be growing. I cannot wait to show you guys the process in the garden. Okay, until next time, thank you for stopping by. Drop in the comment what you're going to be growing as far as your herbs or your flowers, and if you want to, what you're going to be using them for or how you plan to store them. I'm going to do a lot of my stuff dehydrated, especially with the herbs. My daughter plans on wanting to kind of launch her own little spice blend, which we played around with some spices yesterday. We made some kale chips. Absolutely amazing. So until next time, let's keep this series going.